Hey guys, Phil and Kenny here. We make up This Commerce Life. We are a podcast. We do teaching and we do consulting. I'm Phil, obviously, and I am a
And
package
Kenny.
goods guy. That's Kenny there. I'm kind of I'm one side of the equation. I am the CPG vet on the supplier side. So Unilever, Revlon, Kimberly-Clark, Danone, Pfizer, lots of brand names in there, J&J. I did a brief stint as a buyer as well, but I've done a lot of other stuff since then, digital marketing. I'm a fractional CMO, and really kind of love the retail space.
I've been doing this for 40 some years now. I've been in retail since I was 14. So 45 years of doing this. My largest corporate stint was after university. I worked for London Drugs for 26 years, 9 in the stores and 17 in the buying department. So I know all that side. I've been all over the world hunting and searching and making and ordering products. I've worked all through what a buyer thinks, why they think that way. So insights on that are critical. And I've owned brands. I've owned retail. I still own brands. I work for food distributors. I've always been in this space. I can't seem to get out of this space. I really enjoy our grocery food HABA channels in Canada.
Yeah. So between us, what you've got, is a kind of a complete soup to nuts, right? So we've done everything from sales strategy, marketing, e-commerce, the buying side, operations. You understand stores. We understand distributors, brokers. Between the two of us, co-packers, right? So between us, we've got the full bucket of goods here, and then we do partner with a lot of partners, right? So BC Food and Bev, we've worked with Buy BC, Food and Beverage Manitoba, Canadian Health Food Association, the Ministry of Agriculture in BC. We've done some work with Maritimes, with Food and Beverage Maritimes, or Food and Beverage Atlantic, sorry.
Right.
So we've kind of been all over the place. Yeah, and then
Forget the friends on the rock.
we can't forget the rock. So, so we've done a lot of work. We're really Kenny is based in Vancouver. I'm based in Toronto, but we're really a national podcast, national organization.
Well, that's what we started with. We'll get into it a little bit more now, but what this started as was a podcast that we just like talking to each other, and we really like talking about Canada, about Canadian business, medium, small, just the amount of cool stuff that we do as a country that nobody talks about. That's what we like to talk about. We really like to highlight people like that. So we've been doing the podcast. This is our 8th year. We've never missed a week. There's 450 plus episodes that are all free to people to listen to, and it gives stories about families in Canada, entrepreneurs of Canada, the trials, tribulations of working in Canadian retail, etc. And it's great just to hear entrepreneurs' journeys. I don't know. I mean, I think him and I have done this so many times. We're still fascinated by the stories. Like, even though many are similar, they're all different. It's just so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And what that podcast has evolved into is we do, in partnership with quite a few of these folks, in particular, Food and Beverage, BC Food and Beverage, is we've evolved into teaching expertise and principles, right? Principles of retail best practices. We teach retail fundamentals. So we teach brands, particularly small, medium brands, we teach them what does it take to get into retail? What does it take to stick? And then more importantly is, what do you want out of retail? I think the illusion is always that, you want to get in this, you want to win it and then exit the industry in 5. We talk about that stuff. We try and help you orient to your goals. And then if you want to be someone who stays in this and iterates and builds an amazing brand, we can help you with that as well. So we do a lot of that. We do a lot of teaching, whether it's webinars or 2-day seminars or quite frankly, accelerator groups where we're with, a set of entrepreneurs for 6 months or more. We're used to teaching and we love doing it.
Right. And for those who can't get enough information out of the podcast, or if you're not a member of one of the organizations like BC Food and Bev or Manitoba Food and Bev or CHFA or things like that, we also do this for a living too. So we do consultative work to the side. Typically, we try to keep it really tight and temporary, so we don't become a cash flow issue for you, especially because most of our clients are small business just getting ready to go and scale. But we can come in, do some quick problem solvings. Hopefully, if you're stuck, we'll get you unstuck. If you want to grow, we'll help you grow. And we'll try to solve everything all the way through the business, whether it's from basic operations to marketing to the fundamentals of just trade practices, how to cost things so that you actually can make some money in this game, which is always an interesting part anyway, right? Yeah, just to help you profit and scale. That's kind of what we'll work on.
Last thing, we do a lot of webinars and education. So we do this for all sorts of groups. We do a lot of different things because Kenny and I can cover a lot of categories. We'll do things like SEO fundamentals. What does that really mean for daily entrepreneurs, right? Not just the theoretical or the kind of like SEO professionals, but more people who need to learn it and digest it and use it every day. We do practical
Without
AI for entrepreneurs.
tripling your every day, right?
Yeah, yeah, and then practical AI for entrepreneurs, right? So less talking about theory about how you can make your life better, and then actually showing you tools. It's a bit of it's a trick, but not a trick. Is when we do a webinar on AI, we pick the first person who comes in the room, and we use their brand as an example, as a live example, as we do this exercise.
A lot of fun.
Content marketing, annual planning, costing, go-to-market strategy, managing brokers and distributors. What
How
does
to
a
pick a
buyer
broker
think about?
distributor.
Right? Yeah, yeah,
Try to
and then
understand how the buyer thinks.
yeah, and then even market readiness, and then also like, what do you do when you go to a trade show? How do you prep? What do you think about? What kind of materials do you bring? What to expect? All of those things we talk about, so really what we hope when you see us is, kind of a complete solution. Two guys who just really love the retail industry. We would love to have more of our entrepreneurs, our Canadian entrepreneurs, succeed. And we're trying to, kind of bring them a full set of solutions that allow them to grow and succeed. That's who we are, I think. That's it. So this is This Commerce Life. We hope to talk to you soon.